Hello students, this is Ritvik Dubey, your computer teacher. Welcome to the new session. God bless all of you. Be enthusiastic, be energetic, and let us try to learn the concepts. Okay. So I would like to request you all to take your notebook, pen, pencil, whatever is needed and sit and concentrate. Okay. So in your unit test examination in computer, chapter number 1 will come: operating system, graphical user interface, role and functions. So that is the portion for your unit test examination. So before directly jumping into the chapter, I would like to discuss about some fundamental concepts of computer. What do you mean by computer? What do you mean by computer? If I say this book, okay, this book, is this a computer? No, this object cannot be considered as a computer. So which object can be considered as a computer? Which object can be considered as a computer? The object which satisfies these four conditions. The first condition, it should be an electronic device. That object should be an electronic device. Second condition, it should have the ability to take inputs. Condition number 3, it should process the input. And condition number 4, it should give you the output. So any object, if it is an electronic device and if it is working on 3 different phases, taking the input, processing over the input and giving the output, that particular device can be considered as a computer. तो कंप्यूटर क्या है? कंप्यूटर एक इलेक्ट्रॉनिक डिवाइस है जिसमें 3 चीज करने की क्षमता जरूर से जरूर होनी चाहिए. पहला, वो इनपुट लेना चाहिए. दूसरा, उस इनपुट पे प्रोसेस करना चाहिए. तीसरा, आउटपुट देना चाहिए. तो अगर कोई भी ऑब्जेक्ट ये 4 कंडीशंस को अगर सेटिस्फाई करता है, it should be an electronic device, it should take input, it should process over the input, it should give the output, then that object can be considered as a computer. Okay, now we can classify computer into different categories or parts of computer. Okay, so how many parts of computer are there? The parts of computer can be broadly classified into 2 types. One is your hardware and the other one is your software. Okay, one is your hardware and the other one is your software. What is the difference between hardware and software? The parts of the computer which we can touch. For example, I can touch this mouse. Okay, this is the mouse. I can touch this mouse. Okay, so this mouse can be called as a hardware of the computer because I can touch this mouse. Okay, clear? For example, keyboard. Okay, I don't have the keyboard. I have my own laptop, so I cannot show it to you. Okay, so this is the hardware part. For example, this digital pen. Okay, this digital pen can be considered as the hardware of the computer because we can touch it. Clear? So the parts of the computer which are tangible are called as hardware, or we can say the parts which can be touched are called as hardware. Then sir, what is software? Okay, let me give you an example. If you have a pen drive, you can touch the pen drive, right? But can you touch the instructions or some information stored within the pen drive? No, you cannot touch. For example, I can see my computer, I can see the monitor, but can I see the softwares which are running within the computer? No, I cannot see them, I cannot touch them. So those things or those parts of computer which cannot be touched are called as software, and the parts of computer which can be touched are called as hardware. Clear? Now let me show it to you. Let me write and show it to you. Okay. Listen. See. So computer, okay, computer. So what is computer? It is an electronic device. It is an electronic device which works on three phases, which it takes input, processes over the input, okay, processes over the input, and gives the output, and gives the output. Okay, so it is an electronic device which works on three phases. It takes input, processes over the input, and gives the output. Clear? Okay, so this is the definition of computer. So we can say computer works on this cycle, IPO cycle. One is your input. It will take input. It will process over the input, and it will give us the output. So IPO cycle. It works on IPO cycle, we can say. It works on IPO cycle. Yes, it works on IPO cycle. Clear? Now let me tell you about the parts of computer. See, parts of computer. So the parts of computer can be classified broadly into two types. The first one is your hardware. The first one is your hardware, and the second one is your software. Second one is your software. Okay, hardware and software. So what is hardware? The parts which we can touch. The parts which we can touch. And software, what is software? The parts which we cannot touch. The parts of computer, the parts which we cannot touch, which we cannot touch. Okay. Now, hardware can be again categorized into several types. All the input devices, yes or no? All the input devices, all the output devices, the processing device, that is the CPU, the processing device. Okay, then storage device, and then input come output device. Input come output device. Input come output device means input as well as output device. Input as well as output device. So parts of computer, the parts of computer can be broadly classified into two types. One is hardware and the other one is software. Hardware, the parts which can be touched. Software, the parts which cannot be touched. Hardware is again categorized into 5 types: input devices, output devices, processing device, storage device, input come output device. Now, what are input devices? What are input devices? See, if I have to give information or instruction to the computer, I need some device. Yes or no? मुझे अगर कंप्यूटर के अंदर कुछ इंस्ट्रक्शन डालना है तो मुझे कुछ डिवाइसेस की मदद लेनी पड़ेगी. तो वो कौन से डिवाइसेस हैं जिन डिवाइसेस की मदद से हम कंप्यूटर को इंस्ट्रक्शन दे सकते हैं? कीबोर्ड में हम कुछ टाइप कर रहे हैं तो इंस्ट्रक्शन अंदर जा रहा है कंप्यूटर. माउस, ओके, योर माइक, ओके, clear, your scanner, all these are your input devices. All these are your input devices. So your keyboard, Your mouse, your microphone, your scanner, etc. Then the output devices. Output devices means if computer has to give some information to us. If computer has to give some information to us, then the computer will use some device. Those devices are called as output devices. तो अगर हमें कंप्यूटर के अंदर इंस्ट्रक्शन डालना है तो जो डिवाइसेस की मदद हम लोग लेंगे वो इनपुट डिवाइसेस होंगे, और कंप्यूटर अगर हमें इंफॉर्मेशन देगा तो जो डिवाइस की मदद कंप्यूटर लेगा वो आउटपुट डिवाइसेस है. फॉर एग्जांपल योर मॉनिटर, फॉर एग्जांपल योर मॉनिटर, okay, your speaker, okay, your printer, etc. Then processing device, okay, processing device is your CPU, है ना. CPU means what? वो जो बड़ा सा डब्बा है ना, वो बड़ा सा डब्बा को सिर्फ कैबिनेट कहा जाता है. इट इज कॉल्ड एज कैबिनेट ऑफ द CPU. Within the cabinet there is one motherboard. That motherboard is also not the CPU. Over the motherboard there a chip is mounted, there a chip is fixed. That chip is called as processor. That is called as the brain of the computer. So CPU, central processing unit, is called as the brain of the computer. Computer cannot work, computer cannot function without the help of this particular part, CPU. So CPU is called as the brain of the computer. It is the most important part of the computer. Okay. Then storage device. Storage device is the devices which are used to store information. For example, your pen drive, for example, your hard disk. Okay. So let me write the example. Hard disk, pen drive, then hard disk, pen, your CD, compact disk, DVD, etc. All these are your storage devices. तो कंप्यूटर के जो पार्ट्स हमें इंफॉर्मेशन को सेव करके रखने में मदद करें, उन डिवाइसेस को क्या कहा जाएगा? स्टोरेज डिवाइस. सो योर हार्ड डिस्क, योर पेन ड्राइव, your CD, your DVD, all these are your storage devices. All these are your storage devices. Input come output devices means input come output devices. The devices which act as input as well as output device. For example, this phone. Okay, we can touch on this screen. Okay, to do some task. We can touch on this screen to do some task. As well as this, on the same screen we will get the output, something will be displayed. So we can tell this smartphone is the input as well as output device. Input come output device. Okay, your ATM machine, ATM machine, on the same screen you touch and give the input, and on the same screen the machine gives you some information about the cash withdrawal or account balance or mini statement, etc. Clear? So your ATM machine, automated teller machine, can also be considered as input come output device. So let me write here your smartphone, your smartphone, ATM machine, etc. Okay. Now software. Let us classify software. So software is again of two types. One is your system software. One is your system software, and the other one is your application software. Other one is your application software. Okay. So in some books there are 3 classifications of software. In some books, in your book, there are only 2 classifications of software. One is your system software and the other one is your application software. Let us try to understand what is the meaning of system software. What is the difference between this system software and application software? See, in system software, you have your operating system in your phone, in your smartphone. The operating system that is used is Android, right? So Android is the operating system. So system software means the software which is required for the system to make it functionable. The system software is that software which is required for the system to work. मान लो हम लोग मार्केट गए एक लैपटॉप खरीदने, अब लैपटॉप का सिर्फ वो डब्बा मुझे पकड़ा दे, उसमें सॉफ्टवेयर वो डाले तो क्या लैपटॉप काम करेगा? लैपटॉप काम नहीं करेगा। इसीलिए उस लैपटॉप के अंदर स्टार्टिंग में कुछ सॉफ्टवेयर डालना होगा। जो सॉफ्टवेयर डाला जाता है हार्डवेयर को इनिशियली फंक्शनेबल बनाने के लिए, ताकि लैपटॉप कम से कम स्विच ऑन तो हो जाए, चल तो जाए, वो सॉफ्टवेयर को कहा जाता है बच्चों सिस्टम सॉफ्टवेयर। Clear? It is called as system software. Then application software. What is the difference between system software and application software? Application software, example, WhatsApp. For example, you have purchased the laptop, but in your computer or laptop, Microsoft Office application is not installed. Will you be able to type anything or write a letter? Will you be able to create PowerPoint presentation? Will you be able to do any kind of calculations using any spreadsheet? For that, applications or softwares are required. Yes or no? For example, your Microsoft Team app, MS Teams app. Without installing MS Teams app, can you do the online classes? No. So these additional softwares which are installed on our system to perform a specific task are called as application software. तो सिस्टम सॉफ्टवेयर तो हार्डवेयर पार्ट्स को फंक्शनेबल बनाने के लिए इंस्टॉल किया जाता है। जैसे हमारा कंप्यूटर या लैपटॉप काम करे, उसके लिए हम लोग उसमें विंडोज 7 या विंडोज 8 या विंडोज 10 डाल देते हैं। तो ये जो ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम हम डाल रहे हैं ताकि हमारा हार्डवेयर पार्ट फंक्शनेबल हो जाए, उन सॉफ्टवेयर को सिस्टम सॉफ्टवेयर कहा जाएगा। लेकिन एप्लीकेशन सॉफ्टवेयर क्या है? एप्लीकेशन सॉफ्टवेयर को अलग से इंस्टॉल करना पड़ता है ताकि स्पेसिफिक टास्क को कंप्लीट किया जा सके। इज दिस क्लियर? सो दिस इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन सिस्टम सॉफ्टवेयर एंड एप्लीकेशन सॉफ्टवेयर। ओके, सो इन योर बुक अगेन इट इज क्लासिफाइड। ओके, योर सिस्टम सॉफ्टवेयर इज अगेन क्लासिफाइड इनटू टू टाइप्स। वन इज योर सिस्टम मैनेजमेंट सॉफ्टवेयर, लेट मी राइट इट हियर। It is again classified into two types. One is your system, SYSTEM, system management software, system management software. Okay. And the other one is your system development software. System development software. System management software and system development software. Then application software is again classified into two types. One is your general purpose application software. One is your general purpose AS. AS means application software. And the second one is your customized application software. And the other one is your customized application software. Okay, so system management software means the software which is required to manage the input output, all the hardware parts. And system development software means the software which helps in developing, which helps in creating programs, which helps in creating softwares. Clear? And then application software, general purpose application software. Now what is the difference between general purpose application software and customized application software? General purpose application software is, for example, we have to write a letter. If we have to write a letter, we will be using MS Word. If you want to write a letter or type a letter, you will need a software, MS Word. So the softwares which are generally used, okay, which are commonly used, are called as general purpose application software. But suppose if I have opened a shop, grocery shop, okay, and I'm not able to handle all my tasks. I want to computerize all my systems. Okay, so I will ask a software engineer, sir, can you please develop an application for me? So that particular engineer, software engineer, will develop a specific application only for my purpose. Clear or not? So those applications are called as customized application softwares. Clear? Clear, na? So today in this video class, we have discussed what is the meaning of computer and what are the parts of computer, hardware, software, what is the difference between hardware and software, then how many hardware parts are there, and then what is the classification of software, okay, what is the difference between system software and application software. Then again, system software is classified into two types: system management software and system development software. Then application software is again classified into two types: general purpose application software and customized application software, and then the difference between these. Clear? So okay, you can take these notes and prepare. So you can read page number 1, page number 2, page number, yes, page number 1 and page number 2. Page number 2 you can go through. Okay, you can go through your textbook. So in the next video class, we will discuss about operating system and the things related with an operating system. Okay, sir. Thank you so much for watching this video. Bye bye. Take care.